Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today in this live stream, we are going to be playing some more Minecraft BagelMaster Builder. Now, for those of you who have not seen the previous 94 streams, I highly recommend checking them out. Last stream, we got a ton more trees built, and that's about it. So for those of you who do not know, every streams, I try and do a screenshot of the map. That way you can update a thumbnail, that way you can see how much progress we do every 6 streams. However, since now it's mainly just working on the underneath of the map, I have to dedicate, like, 2 streams to now, like, doing things on the surface. So, that's why last stream was entirely dedicated to building trees. So this stream, so my original plan was to start working on the outside of the map. So I'd have one stream dedicated to the trees, which was yesterday, and then today, or not yesterday, it would have been Tuesday, and then today we start working on the outside of the map, which basically my plan is to make this on top of a giant flattened mountain, or like inside a flattened mountain, so the mountain will be coming up the walls and things a bit. So that was my original plan. However, I might just continue to work on trees, or I might try and finish up my nature-themed dungeon. And I don't know which I want to do. Because for my nature-themed dungeon, we're not having to make a whole maze like this one. This floor, we're just trying to make it a challenge floor, and make it to where it's just basically a straight shot, but, you know, difficult. So I don't think we're gonna do that this stream. Next stream we will finish the nature-themed dungeon. But this stream, I'm trying to debate. Doing more trees would definitely be good, because I need to get all the green space that you see to be covered in trees. I might have like some big fields of grass every now and then, but for the most part, I just want it to be a huge, thick forest over all of the green space. Except on the mountain. The mountain is not gonna have that. Anyways, basically, I'm wanting the outside of the map to kind of look like, you know, how this mountain looks, but without the snow. Or, like, how... mainly more of how, like, this wall looks. Or these walls. But I don't know. It's just a lot. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to start working on the outside. If we do start working on the outside, I'd say let's start working on this back wall here. But, like, how do we even start? I don't know. Maybe we start on the flat area. Should we just make it all stone? Keep it easier? That might be smart. I don't know. It's... something else I have considered doing is basically make this, instead of a mountain, is... hold up, I need to make sure my audio is working. Okay, good, it is. Is make this basically, instead of it being on a mountain, it's just on top of a giant hill. Which would be potentially easier, and would allow me to work on, like, the outside of the map and things. But I don't know. It's just a lot. What blocks do I have? Oh, hello, Dandy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. You love cats? I do as well. I want to get a cat in the future. That'd be very nice. I plan on spoiling it a lot. Well, maybe it's spoiling... Maybe it's not considered spoiling to them, but to me it's considered spoiling them. I'd get them, like, that backpack that they can see out of and all that. That'd be fun. That's for the future. I guess we'll just start doing... We'll just do a row of stone on the outside of this back layer here. And then start making it go up at certain points and down at certain points. That, I think, would be best so far. I do kind of wish there was a way to make this building process easier with commands, because of how big the scale of the project is. However, at the same time, I feel like building it all by hand will make it feel so much more rewarding after we get it all done. Okay, so far I think this is fine. Maybe? I don't know. This is the beginning, so I don't know what it'll look like until we do it. We'll just keep trying to make it look like it's climbing up the wall for now. And then we'll add more detail as we go. Oh, see you later, Dandy, and thank you for joining the stream. Honestly, so far, I feel like this is looking good. Maybe. Maybe good? I don't know. It's still a little early to tell how this is going to look. I guess I can get rid of all that for now. And I might put granite and diorite over in this corner of the map because basically for this biome is rich with granite and diorite, hence the reason the pathways are filled with it. It's also rich with dripstone. However, I don't know if I'd add any of that. Then again, I don't have any of the pillar mountains textured, so I might just leave it all as stone, because that'd be a lot to texture. So, we'll see. So far, so good, I think. I'm going to fill in all of this to make it look flatter, and also make it look like more of the mountains there. That way we can see if we like this or if we want to change it up. I'll also make it easier to build outwards in the future. Ooh. I have an idea. Okay, slash. No. So what's my current command in my settings? Keyboard and mouse. Deep slate bricks. Let's change that to stone. Change that to 0. Let's change that to -50. Oh, there. This is the command that I use to make the castle walls so quickly. So I'm hoping that it might help make this faster. We don't need it to touch the ground, because if it touches the ground, it might be a little excessive. Excessive? That wasn't the word I was looking for. Oh, does it not go to a certain Y level? I have to see. Does it all go to the same Y level? Yes, it does. Okay, that should be fine. Now, the reason I'm doing this is moderately simple, because once we have basically the entire outside of the castle walls and everything encapsulated with stone, is that the right word? I think it is. Then we can, you know, just build off the stone in order to add extra detail. Make it, you know, easier and things to do. See, because that helped out a lot with that. So, and I might do it on every layer. That way we can see or that way it'll be the same on every layer. Hey, IDK, who I am. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on the outside of the castle walls. How's my day going? It is going quite well. Been doing lots of prepping, because we're having people come over today. I think I'm allowed to say that. And yeah. Oops. I'm hoping... I really am hoping that this will make this easier. I think it will. There's a high likelihood that it will. But you never know. There we go. So, other than there being extra detail, this is roughly, you know, a lot more detail. This is roughly what it's going to look like on the outside. Which, so far, it's not too bad. Especially once we make it more 3D and things, it's going to look a lot better. I think it says 108 blocks filled, even though we keep changing height, because it's not filling in the blocks that are already stone. My phone has a problem, so I'm using my computer. Okay. By the way, what is everyone's favorite season? I think, for me... Let's see. Favorite season overall, I think, is winter. Because it's nice and cool, you don't have to worry about bugs. And... desserts and things, like the peppermint and all that, is really good. And then, holidays. Really great holidays during that time of year. But food-wise, I probably have to say fall. Because pumpkin spice flavored food and Thanksgiving is amazing. Why did I ask this question all of a sudden? Because I am hot and I was thinking about it being winter again. It's also nice that way it's harder for, like, your computer and phone to overheat. Since it's, you know, really cooled out. Oh, and then being in front of a big fire, or like, what was it? Fireplace, and watching a movie and things. Just awesome. Okay. Other than this being more 3D, I think it looks fine so far. Then again, if I want to be, like, super lazy, and I mean, like, really lazy, I could just leave it like this, where it's just a flat wall, but with, you know, the pillars. And the reason I'm saying I could do this is because it is on a super flat world. And it would be kind of cool if in super flat worlds, they're just, like, random mountains maybe every now and then. Like, it would have to be a special super flat world. But the mountains in a super flat world would be, well, flat. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Hello, Mawada. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on castle walls. I guess technically I could go upwards like this, because we can just make it to where all the walls connect. So that will look nicer. I need to figure out what I can and can't do. That way, when I work on the other walls, I'll know all of my rules to make it look nicer. Welcome back, Dandy. Hope you've had a great day so far. I need to come up with some more lines, I know. I keep saying I'm going to try to, and then I just don't. I have a very hard time when it comes to committing to stuff. Actually, with most of the games that I played, or like this Minecraft project, I probably would have never done it if I didn't have a stream series on it. Might have to leave soon. My computer overheats really fast. Okay. Well, thank you for joining, either way. It's nice to be able to chat again. So far, so good. Now I'm having to debate, do I need to go around the entire map? Or am I fine to just do one side at a time? Because that's weird, there's a giant circle here. That's the render distance, I think. No, not render distance. Maybe it is render distance, I don't know. Anyways, I think so far this looks good. And I think this is what I'm going to stick to doing, and I'm going to go around the entire map. And then I will, you know, work my way downwards. Or wait, work my way outwards and downwards. Yeah. Okay, let's... Oops. Let's try and make this really steep suddenly. I don't know. This will also make working on the dungeons a lot easier, because I will not have to set it to nighttime every time I work underground, because I have to, when I work under here, I have to turn on night vision, that way I can actually see what I'm working on. However, if I turn on night vision under the map, and then, you know, look out into the light, basically get flashbanged every time I look outside. My original plan for the castle walls was to have it go all the way down to the ground, which I'm glad I chose not to do that, because that would be a very tall and weird-looking castle. So I think my next series, after my Journey Master Builder is completed, or at least this specific map, is I'm going to start working on different maps. That way, like, different maps I can do, because basically I'm building this map as if it's a Minecraft server hub. That way, if I ever want to make a Minecraft server in the future, I already have the hub done. However, something I've learned is that each world, you can either have all of a server in one world, or you can have a server that links to different worlds, which is, I think, what most servers do. That way, when you update something in one world, it's not affecting the entire world. Which, if that's the case, that is really good and useful for me, for two reasons. One, I don't have to worry about how far away I build from the hub. And two, what was number two? I don't remember. Anyways. Okay, I think so far this is looking good. Definitely looking like some rugged mountain terrain. At least with height, you can fill in as much as you want, because there is a limit to how far you can use the /fill command. However, that's only if you're trying to do it into unloaded chunks. And even if you have a player loading in those chunks, it will have a limit of some sort. But height-wise, to my knowledge, does not have a limit. Except for, of course, the height limit. Yeah, so this is basically what I'm wanting the mountain to look like. They hollowed out and flattened a mountain to make it all of this. I don't know why they left a large portion of the mountain up here. They just did. So, yeah. When I say they, I'm meaning, like, lore-wise. I don't know if I will add lore to it, but lore would be, this is built by some people other than me in, like, survival or whatever. And what they did was, you know, flatten out a mountain. And that's why I said, I don't know why they left a giant mountain in the middle of the area, or have giant craters, but, yeah. Or maybe this was already flattened for the most part and it had mountains on the edge. No, because then I'd have to add mountains to the walls, otherwise this is very thin mountain wall, especially for this bit. I don't know. Anyways. Oh yeah, is the new update out today? No, that's Tuesday. Okay, because I'm really excited to be able to use those blocks, because I think I'm going to make one of the dungeons using those blocks. And specifically, my lava dungeon that's on the opposite side of this map, in this, same corner of the map. However, I might also go with, what is it? Might also go with blackstone bricks, because that's what the Great Forge over there is made with. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But overall, I am excited for the next update. Okay, I definitely like not doing all the wall at one time, because doing the copy and paste really hurts my finger when doing this, because in order to do this I have to hold down the Alt button, and doing that with my thumb hurts a moderate amount. But then when I'm building this, I'm not getting bored as well, because I'm doing two different things at once to keep my mind occupied. I don't know. I think my original goal was to keep this closer to the ground. That way I'd have less mountain to, fill up. However, it seems like I keep going higher and higher. Well, until now, at least. Oh yeah, I should be doing a Saturday Sprite stream tomorrow. I keep saying it's probably going to be on a game called Boxes, because I've been trying to do that for a while, but then I keep postponing it, and I might postpone it again and do a different Saturday Sprite stream. It just depends. Because on one hand, I want to do it to get it over with, but at the same time, I want to... What is it that I'm wanting to do? I'm wanting to... Oh yeah, there's another game that came onto Game Pass recently. That's called, what was it? Solar Punk, I think? And from what I can see in the pictures, because I haven't seen the trailer yet, it looks like a game about you being in the sky. Basically, think of Minecraft Skyblock, but using, what is it? Whatever is classified as green forms of energy, so like wind turbines, solar panels, which I think is why it's called Solar Punk, and, yeah. My goal is to surround the entire map, and then that's my minimal goal for this stream. to get the stone wall to be around the entirety of the map. It will be a little bit weird since I don't have the front part of the map done, because I've been leaving it open for thumbnails and all that. Oh wow, we are already on the spend here. That way I can, you know, take a screenshot of the entire map. I'll turn off vibrant visuals, so that way I can have my render distance at, what was it, 76 chunks? 96, something like that. And I think it's in the 70s, so I think it's 76 chunks. And that way I can screenshot the entire map for thumbnails and things. I might put grass on top the mountain walls, or the mountain walls in the future. That way it looks more detailed at the very least. But we'll see about that. I think it would definitely make it look nicer, so I am going to heavily consider it. But it's definitely not guaranteed, because I might just like the stony look. Potentially. I don't think I will, but it is possible. It's either I like the stony look, or I'm just being too lazy. Which, I hope it's not the lazy option. This is looking good so far. Trying to make it seem like this portion of the mountain is supporting the tower. But that might be a little bit difficult. Okay, now this is the part where it's going to get tricky. Because there is no castle wall here. And if I mess this up in the future, I might make it to where some of my, mountain that I'm doing now will be erased. So that will be scary. Okay, that looks fine so far. Oh, this goes down a lot further. Or, no, wait. How far down does my wall go? Or has my wall gone? I think it's down there at minimal, so... Oh, no. This is very challenging. Now that we don't have the wall to help us. I don't know if I want the walls to be high around the, castle entrance, or if I want it to be low to the ground. If I make it higher, then it seems like there's a lot more room for the stairs. But if I make it low, it might make the exit look nicer. But yeah, this is gonna be difficult since the walls aren't built here yet. Maybe I just don't do this side. It'll make my work in the future a lot harder, potentially. But it might be worth it. I say, yeah, we'll just skip the center for now. Hello, Rock. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on castle walls. Did I say castle walls? I meant mountain walls. Oops, wrong button. Can you make a mountain? That is currently what I'm doing. So basically, what I'm doing is, since the map is so big, so basically this entire castle is on top of a mountain, or inside of a flattened mountain, and the reason I say flattened mountain is because on the inside, it is, you know, very flat compared to the mountain. So, I'm trying to... Oh, what is it? I'm trying to basically make the mountain on the outside, but since it's so big, I'm having to do this basically one layer at a time. So, currently I'm just, you know, mapping out everything and then using the command that I have, in my settings. Where is it? In my keyboard and mouse settings, to... When I hold down Alt and then press this button, it will fill in all the way down to Y level 50 with stone. And then, because this is going to take me multiple streams for me to do this. I will not be able to do it all in one stream. Hello, Kat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on... I guess basically we're outlining the mountain that's surrounding the castle. That way, in future streams, it will be a lot easier to do this. There we go. Okay, it looked like very flat part of that. Actually, it is kind of flat. Let's make this 2 blocks shorter. There we go, that helps. Can you make the American flag? In my map? No. Sorry. In a... just period? Yeah, I think I probably maybe could. Hello, Necro. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on outlining the castle walls on the outside... or no, mountain walls on the outside of the castle. I'm so used to working on the castle walls that I'm not used to saying the mountain walls. Especially since mountains typically don't have walls, I don't think. Okay. Ooh. Basically, I'm just outlining the castle. So this is a giant castle. I will be doing a full tour of the map once I finish my nature-themed dungeon over there, which will be, I think, I can get it done next stream. So on Tuesday, I will be doing, after I finish the nature-themed dungeon, a whole map tour. But currently, just working on outlining the mountain that's supposed to be... So basically, the castle's inside of a flattened mountain. So, yeah. Okay. This... We are so close. Okay, since I can't really work on completing the circle of the mountain walls, and I do not want to start working on the second layer, I'm going to, as soon as I finish placing all this stone, I'm going to go and, at the very least, outline what I'm hoping to do for my nature-themed dungeon in my next Minecraft stream. Okay. Finally got all that done. So now, other than this side of the map, it is completely encased in stone on all sides. I'm still gonna have to set it to nighttime. Yeah, well. Yeah, it's because I don't have my render distance high enough to make it to where I can't see the sky. Okay, so anyways, this is my nature-themed dungeon here. We got the third floor and second floor completed. So now I'm just having to do this first floor right here. And all I'm going to do is just map it out. Okay, I cannot make it go too far that way. Okay, if I can move this back... No, I'm making this too big. It feels more like the boss fight room than anything. How... So I guess what we could do is just first make a giant hallway for the first challenge. I don't see anything wrong with doing that. And then, so basically it's just going to be a giant hallway with waves of enemies that you're just going to have to run through, basically, pretty much. And then... Wait, how wide is this? This is 6 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then... we'll have a big, like, enemy fighting room on the other side of this parkour here. Okay, so we had to narrow the hallway at this bit, but it should be fine. So, giant hallway that people would run through fighting enemies that are constantly spawning. Get to here, parkour everywhere. This way I'll probably make a dead end as well as this way, and then this way we'll have a giant room. Maybe not like super big, but at least big enough to where you can tell something important is going to be in here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 8. Oops. I didn't measure that out correctly. Oh, I did it wrong on both sides. There we go. Nice big circle enemy gauntlet room. Okay, giant room complete. And then I guess we have enough room over here to make it into like a into a treasure room. Increase that to 6. And then cool. So we have the enemy gauntlet room and then the treasure room. So, now that we got all this floor mapped out, I think I'm going to end the stream here, because we've gotten a lot done today. Got mountain walls pretty much all around the entirety of the map, except for the front. We have the nature-themed dungeon first level mapped out. And yeah. So, next Minecraft stream, we will finish up the nature-themed dungeon, and most likely, if I have time, either start working on another dungeon or do some trees. One of those two. Anyways, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment which kind of stream you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you'd like to play with me or other members of the Bagel Army, please join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And without further ado, have a bagular day. Bye, guys.